Welcome to another S&P 500 analysis. Today is October 24, 2022. In this video, we're just going to quickly go to the SPY and then going to discuss the FAANG stock that are scheduled to report earnings this week. And these are the stock that we'll be discussing in this video. So for tomorrow, we'll be expecting earnings from Microsoft and also Google or Alphabet. Then on Wednesday, after the market close, we are expecting Facebook or Meta. And then on Thursday, we are expecting Apple and Amazon. Now, there are a couple of these semiconductor companies that I'm also interested in hearing the forward guidance that kind of give me some idea what the state of the semiconductor industry is at. So we're going to be hearing from Texas Instruments tomorrow after the market close, and also we'll be hearing KLA. This is a semiconductor equipment manufacturer after the market close on Wednesday, and then Intel on Thursday after the market close. So these are the stocks that will go to the Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Apple, and Amazon. Won't be discussing Texas Instruments or KLA or Intel. The S&P 500 continue with its upside momentum, and the SPY closed up 4.58 points, so it's a little bit over 4.5 points or 1.22%. The cash index, the S&P 500, closed up 44.59 points, closed at 3797.34 or plus 1.19%. So as you can see on the SPY here, it came up to this 38.2 retracement level and also bumping up against this trend line. So our expectation was, for it to come up and see what it encounter resistance. Tomorrow, we want to see what it be able to break through and then work itself up toward this upper range of the weekly expected move between 388.50 and 385.30. Or will it encounter resistance and get rejected and start working its way back down to the lower range of the expected move, somewhere down at the 363 area and the 361. Okay, so there is also a version point of control here, and there is a gap, intraday gap, that we'll also be monitoring for it to get filled. Okay, so that's basically it for the SPY. Let's go and take a look at those earning projected move for Microsoft, Google, Meta, Apple, and Amazon. Okay, let's start off with Microsoft. Microsoft is scheduled to report earnings after the close tomorrow, and the option market is pricing in a plus or minus 11% move, and that's basically equivalent to plus or minus a little bit over $13.50. So right now, here's the range that I got. The upper range is between 255.75 to 265.60, and the lower range, got 228.50 and 225.60. Okay, so you can see that the Microsoft kind of broke this trend line and sort of making its way up for the upper range up here. So we'll see right here, there's a slight resistance here. So if the earning is positive, we could see it come up here. But if might bump up against here and actually push back down toward the lower range. So be careful and watch these potential resistance and support level. Sometimes these option pricing is basically as a sucker's bet, to sucker a lot of people, try to buy strangle and straddles, thinking that they're going to make money, but a lot of times those volatility crush will wipe you out soon after earning comes out. So that's basically what we're looking at for Microsoft. And here we are looking at Google, and Google is being priced in plus or minus 13% or $13.50, plus or minus $13.50 move. So here's the upper range that I have calculated to be 109.70 to 107.90, and the lower range is 94.40 and 92.60. So you can see also Google is sitting up, bumping up against this resistance here. Now, a lot of people might be looking this as a inverted head and shoulder, but there are certain things that you want to look for before you could go and classify everything that looked like a head and shoulder or inverted head and shoulder. First of all, this left shoulder is very close to the bottom of this head here, this inverted head. So that's not a valid shoulder here. So you cannot call that. You might want to call this a little bit of a double bottom, and or you might just want to call this a cup and handle here, right? Here's the little cup here, and then here's a little handle. But whatever it is, just look at the resistance and the support level. We're basically looking at this possibility here, breaking about this 102.52, right? Then move up to this 109 if there's positive earning reaction. But if it's negative, then we basically are looking for a downside move and probably come back and test this low here. Okay, next up is Facebook or Meta scheduled to report on Wednesday after the market close. And the market is pricing in a plus or minus 26% move. And that is equivalent to plus or minus $16.75 move. And here is the upper range, somewhere between 155 to 146.75. And the lower range is pretty much tightly around that $112, $113 level. So there's not much of a spread on the bottom, on the lower range. So we'll see, right now, Facebook haven't done well. Okay, so you can see that there's this trend line here, and if it come up, it could be bumping up against this trend line, which is in confluence with the this range here, this expected move range. But if come down, it basically we're looking at this here, and essentially break this. Here's this, break this little wedge here. If you want to look at that, that's a little bit of a falling wedge. But in any case, watch these level here. That's a hell of a move that the market is pricing in, and I'm not sure it will move that much. So that's why I don't trade into earning, either holding share or holding option, especially the holding option, because you get wiped out just on the crush of the volatility. So better to just kind of wait, let the dust settle, and then go and trade it. And here's Amazon. Amazon is pricing in a plus or minus 16% move, or plus or minus 9.25 of a point move. So right now we're basically looking at this upside range of 133 to 128.60, and the downside is 110 and 108 area. So once again, we got this little trend line here on Amazon. It's bumping up against this trend line. So if it break, it could come up to this level here, which is also in confluence with these pivot high here. Okay, so you see that there are some level of resistance and support there. So we kind of keep an eye on that. But if it's on the downside, essentially come back down to the recent low, and that's where the market is pretty much pricing in for the price action. Because you could also see these lows down here. Okay, so that is Amazon. And just kind of give a little update on Apple. We talked about Apple in the previous video. But again, the Apple expected move is plus or minus 11%, or plus or minus almost $8. So the upper range is 156.90 and 155.25. The lower range is between 139.30 and 137.50. So you see that it broke this trend line today, and it could be on its way to come up to this range here. So we'll see how this will play out, because Apple seems to be setting up something. It could set up a bear flag here, or it's just basically setting up a channel, to go back up. Right? We talk about this trend line here and these lower high. So it could be, making its way back up here, to this level here. Watch these level here. So that was somewhere around this 150, 151 area. So this is just a quick review on what are the market pricing in for these FAANG stock, and if they move either way with these kind of percentage move that is the option market is pricing in, that certainly could tilt the index, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 one way or the other. So be careful, try to trade these earnings. And be sure to smash that thumbs up to give it a like and help promote this video on YouTube. Thank you for watching and have a great afternoon.